reception and support. You know, it's yeah, it's very special. It's not something I asked for or imagined to get that type of spontaneous reaction. You know what I mean? It's it was authentic, the relationship that I thought we had. So it's great. It really feels special, and the fans have been phenomenal. It meant a lot to me to play in a city like this for as long as I have, and to feel important to the fans and the community. And I just feel like a very lucky guy.
Can you talk about your emotions going into tonight, knowing that possibly you got decisions to make, but this could have possibly been your last home game here?
Well, I mean, I must admit, I'm not the most sentimental person in the world, so, you know, I didn't, you know, there wasn't a, you know, it's something I shy away from more than try to soak it up and get emotional and all this stuff. But, you know, I mean, to be honest, I really didn't get a chance to think about it. If this were to be my last game, it would be, you know, a night I'll remember. It would be an important night for me, but, you know, I didn't get a lot of moments to put that in perspective because you know, we were playing for our lives last night and coming back in the middle of the night and, you know, getting the kids from school and stuff like that. It's not like you have a lot of time to sit around and try to put your career in perspective. So you know, I just wanted to play hard and try to go out on a good note for this season.
Where do you go from here in terms of your career, your ideas, your exploration?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I'm going to have to obviously sit down and consider my options and maybe predict and evaluate possibilities, but, you know, I'm in no rush. You know, I think it's important to take my time and just, you know, gain some perspective on what's happened in my career and what the future may hold. So, you know, just a lot of speculation at this point.
What are you looking for from management here to help make the decision to stay here easier?
Obviously, I mean, for me, I just want our team to be as competitive as possible if I were to return. And, you know, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of factors involved, and you know, I'll get a chance to sit down and evaluate all of them at some point.
Would you feel maybe less than 50-50? The fans seem to sense something, you know, there was something happening here.
You know, I mean, I honestly have no clue. You know, I couldn't predict. I don't know what the future holds at this point, and I'm actually okay with that. You know, I think now's the time to maybe get some distance from it and you know, try to find a clear perspective on where I am. And, you know, until I do that, I couldn't, you know, put a number on it or take a guess on what the chances are that I'll be back or not.
But you do want like a 3-year deal or something, right? Nothing
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I'd like to play 3 more years. I'm not, you know, I'm flexible. I want to see what's the best situation for me. You know, we'll see what happens.
Winning way up there for you?
Winning and being competitive and being a part of a good environment, those are the top.
Is it easier to make that decision, the fact that you've done it once before with Dallas coming to here and haven't been through that process before?
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways I feel like I've done everything before at this stage of my career, but you know, this is still a new moment because every moment is unto itself. So you know, we could talk all night and then maybe never give you a straight answer because I don't really know. You know, I really don't know. And, but I appreciate the interest. I appreciate that people are, you know, excited for whatever comes next, and also interested in what my future holds. It's very flattering.
Does it feel odd to talk about your future here being in question after it was just a constant for 8 years?
Yeah, it does. I mean, just the fact that I'm like unattached in a way come the end of the NBA season is strange. You know, I've been here 8 years. And it's just flown by. You know, it doesn't feel like 8 years. It is, you know, it's incredible. So you know, the seasons kind of blend into one, and you know, you don't realize sometimes how long a period it's been. So yeah, it is strange.
What do you think the team needs specifically to improve
I mean,
for what you would like?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, it depends on your method and your philosophy, but I think the team could use more playmakers. You know, people that, you know, you could talk, we could, you know, go for, you know, it depends on your strategy. You could go for bigs, you could go for, you know, consistent 28 game scorer, or you could go for, you know, a few more playmakers in different positions. So there's different philosophies, there's different ways to go about it. I think that the team and the club need to really analyze, you know, what their philosophy is moving forward, and put contingency plans together to build the best team. It'd be an interesting period.
How would you assess Alvin's job, how Alvin did his job this year? I heard you talk about it.
I mean, I think Alvin was unbelievable this year, you know, to think about it. I mean, if you think about it, you know, Michael Redd was a late signing, hasn't played for 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? 2 years? So other than Michael Redd, I think Grant and I are the only, you know, guys who have really started any, you know, have been NBA starters before. So and there was you know, quite a few new guys this year too. So for Alvin to be able to put all those pieces together, you know, for all our flaws and faults, and put us together, and when we were 12 and 19, not let us quit, and not let us, you know, because we really, like, we were 12 and 19, and we really didn't have a lot of answers at that point either. It wasn't like, hey, we're going to get better, we're going to get better at this, that, and the other. It was like, I'm not sure if we're going to get better at any of this stuff, but he wouldn't let us, you know, relent, and he was phenomenal. You know, I love playing for Alvin. I think he's a great coach.
When you look back at the season, how are you going to remember it?
You know, this is a rewarding year. You know, I mean, this was a positive season. You know, obviously, I'm used to playing in the playoffs, and you know, that's important to me. But you know, we took it about as far as we could this year. You know, it's inevitable to change, and you know, some of our flaws, that we weren't going to have a good start. We needed time, and we struggled, and the most important thing was the coaches stuck with us and never let us give up, and found a way to make the pieces work to you know, to be greater than the sum of the parts. And here we are with a chance to get in the playoffs, and here we are ending 500, which is pretty fitting. You know, I mean, it's you know, we hung in there, so there's reward to be had. And it's not a championship, it's not the playoffs, and so we're disappointed in that. But at the same time, when you look at it, you know, we weren't greater than some of our parts, and we had a lot of guys who, you know, sacrificed and fought and made this, you know, a pretty good year.
How would you assess how you came through the season physically, and where you are over these last couple of weeks?
You know, I actually feel pretty good. I mean, there's no question that it takes its toll. I mean, I think the NBA season is, I think, notoriously rigorous as it is, but this year was crazy. I mean, you know, from, I think Saturday was like 13 games in 19 nights, you know. So the fact that, you know, we're going out there and playing at a pretty good clip, a clip that just about to make the playoffs is, you know, I think very acceptable. So personally, I feel encouraged, and maybe with, you know, an elongated season and a little bit more rest, you know, you can play at a higher level.
Steve, if this is your last game with the Phoenix Suns, how would you like everyone to remember your time with the team?
Well, I mean, hopefully, you know, I think, you know, regardless of the perspective, I think, I always hope people think of me as a competitor and a great teammate, and, you know, and a winner. And I think if people, or if I'm fortunate enough people think of me that way as a son, and you know, I'm very flattered.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks everybody.